So then, good morning, ladies and gents. Firstly, a heartfelt thank you to all of you that obviously have occupied your time today with us, because we couldn't obviously do this on Wednesday when we originally planned because of technical issues. So thank you so much for obviously blocking out your time this morning. As you can see from the screen, we've got Lara Acosta from Visit Fuerteventura, which is their tourism board. And if you can just all start by the usual spiel on the chat, please, just to tell us where you're from, who you work for, your name, so we can get to know each other on the presentation. The format's exactly the same. So in a few minutes, I'll be passing over to Lara, and she will run through a nice, fun, enticing presentation about Fuerteventura and why it should be on your client's bucket list. One of the popular Canary Islands, which is obviously a huge seller for any agent, and especially for us at YouTravel with accommodation. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to steal too much of Lara's thunder. She's got lots of stuff to talk about. And as per usual on our YouTravel webinars, we will be giving away 3 amazing prizes, which is 2 lots of Love to Shop voucher, and the grand prize being the 4 nights at the Club Caleta Dorada on all-inclusive basis for 2. So some amazing prizes to be given away. 3 questions, and the answers will all be covered in the presentation this morning. So as people start filling up the room, yeah, just use the chat box just to obviously let us know where you're from and your name, and we'll start shortly. Lara, so are you good to go? And we'll start kicking off. Obviously, guys, if you can use the chat box throughout the presentation just to any questions or any burning questions you have throughout the presentation, and then at the end of Lara's initial presentation, we'll then address the Q&As at the end before we do the prize draw. So Lara, without any further ado, I'm going to hand over the floor to you as people start coming in, and take your time and enjoy. See you soon.
Okay, so can I start now?
Yes, you can start now.
Okay. Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Lara Costa, and I am from Fuerteventura. I'm going to tell you some information about the island, and I hope that after that you decide to visit this incredible paradise. Well, these are all Canary Islands. We are 7 islands. We are part of Spain, but we are really far. We are close to North Africa. Fuerteventura is the oldest island. All Canary Islands are original volcanic islands, so Fuerteventura emerged from the sea by the first explosion of the first volcano, so the island has around 20 millions of years, and because of that is really different than the other islands. Because of the age and the ocean, the island has become really low, so in the island doesn't rain a lot. That's why it's really dry and desert, and it looks really like the north of Africa and Sahara. We are just 100 kilometers far from Africa, so that's why Fuerteventura is really dry. The island is 210 kilometers long. In Fuerteventura, we have like 4 big places where all the hotels are like more located. Of course, you can stay in all parts of the island, but the most important parts are this one. One is Caleta de Fuste, is next to the airport, is like in the middle of the island. The other is Corralejo, is in the north of the island. From there you can see Isla de Lobos and also Lanzarote. In the south of the island, we have Costa Calma and then Morro. These are like the 4 big locations where all the hotels are more located there, where you can do like more activities and go shopping, go to the restaurants. It's like everything is located in these 4 places. Well, the essential places to visit if you travel to Fuerteventura, of course, one of the most important things is Corralejo Dunes Natural Park. This is amazing. It's really nice place with a huge road that goes inside of the dunes. You can stop there to take your pictures, go to the beach, enjoy your day there, and it's really, really beautiful. It's really protect park, so everything has to be always clean and always perfect because we have to take care of the island. Always, if you have time, I recommend to visit Isla de Lobos. It's this little island. It's only 15 minutes far from Fuerteventura, and it's part of Fuerteventura, this little island. You can go there by taxi boat during the day, and you can spend the day there, go hiking, because in the island, as you can see, there is a volcano also, so you can explore the island, and it's really beautiful. It's an amazing place where you can see the contrast of the dark lava stone, the white sand, and the blue water. So it's really magical to travel there. Of course, as all Canary Islands, Fuerteventura has a volcano area in the north of the island, but because of the age of Fuerteventura, all the volcanoes are sleeping, of course. But there is this one, Calderón Hondo, that you can visit. Is only like 20 minutes walking, and you can arrive to the top of the volcano and see inside. It's really nice, and it's a really easy. It's an easy way to arrive there, so you don't have to be like prepared. The views there are amazing, as you can see, and if you go in the afternoon, of course, you can see a beautiful sunset. This beach has become really famous because the sand looks like popcorn, as you can see. The real names of this sand is rodolitos, and also the people goes there to take their own pictures and enjoy this different beach. El Cotillo is a town located in the north of the island. It's really local town. You're not going to see as much tourists there as you can see in the four places that I tell you before, that actually the tourist stays in the hotels. Of course, here in Cotillo there are apartments and you can stay there, but you're going to see more local people in this town. It's a really nice place to go to eat typical Canary dishes and really good seafood, fish. Enjoy the beautiful beaches there, because there are also like lakes, as you can see in the picture under. They really looks like Isla de Lobos because of the contrast of the black lava stones, the white sand, and the blue water. It's a really nice place. Also, it's a really good place to see beautiful sunsets, where you can see in all of this part of the island. Well, Betancuria. Betancuria was the first capital of the Canary Islands and also the first capital of Fuerteventura. Betancuria is one of the most beautiful towns in Spain. It's really nice with a lot of small white houses with a lot of flowers. The restaurants are amazing because they have like flowers and trees inside of the restaurant. Really good food. It's a really nice place. There are lots of museums, church, and also in Fuerteventura, all the museums are free. You don't have to pay to visit any museum there. The two men that you can see in the pictures, they were the first kings of Fuerteventura, 𝗬cie and 𝗬tože, and there are a sculpture of them. It's a really huge sculpture, about 3 meters, 4 meters tall. So it's a really nice place there to go. Cuevas de Ajuy. Well, as I told you before, the Canary Islands are volcanic, and Fuerteventura is the oldest one. So the first part of the island to emerge from the sea was this part, Ajuy. and there are like caves where you can visit them, and it's really nice because in the wall of that you can see like the different parts of the lava. So that's why we can get that the island is 20 million years because of that. It's a really nice place too to see the sunset because of that. It's located in that part of the island in the west. Here we have Presa de las Peñitas. This is a really different spot in Fuerteventura because all the mountains are like stone mountains. It really looks like Cañón del Colorado because of the colors of the mountains. It's a really beautiful place. There is like a little church that they found many years ago in the middle of the mountains. Also, when it rains, that is not normal that rains in Fuerteventura, but when it rains, we have like these little like pools that that make natural there. So it's really beautiful, and also the arc that you can see in the first picture is really famous now in Instagram and that kind of social media where people used to go to take their pictures, and it's a really good place to go hiking and climb there. Well, this is my favorite part of the island. Of course, this is not the Caribbean, but it really looks like. Is Sotavento Beach, the lagoon. Well, as you can see, the water of the sea goes inside of the sand and make like a huge lagoon and leaves the sand in the middle, so you can walk in the middle of the sea. It's really amazing this place, and it's really safe if you travel with kids because the lagoon is about 1 meter or less in some parts, so it's really safe to go with kids there because they can play without any problem. Here we celebrate the World Cup of windsurf and kiteboarding in summer because Fuerteventura is one of the best places to practice this kind of sports because of the wind that is in summer. Cofete. Cofete is the longest beach in Fuerteventura. Is around 20 kilometers long. It's virgin. There is nothing, as you can see. It's really, really beautiful. It's located in the south of the island, and I always recommend to visit this place. The hugest stone that you can see is Roque del Moro. When the sea is down, next to it, there are like natural pools where you can swim there, and it's really, really beautiful. Well, in Fuerteventura, as you can know, we have a lot of sun hours during the year. And of course, we have the really amazing sunsets every day. The best ones are in winter, but you can see the sunsets in all parts of the island. The first picture is in Cofete. The second is in Cotillo. The other one with the huge stone inside of the water is in La Pared. There is like a natural pier. It's a huge stone where actually the people goes there and sit in the stone to see the sunset. And the other is in Morrojable. Well, in Canary Islands we have a lot of Canary dishes. There are a mix of taste. We have like African and Latin and Canary dishes mixes. The first picture is papas arrugadas con mojo. It's like potatoes with a lot of salt. Mojo is a typical sauce there. The other one, the green one, are lapas con mojo. Lapas is a kind of seafood that is typical there. And the third picture is puchero. Puchero is our typical dish when there is a party. is that one. It's made with goat meat. And the most important food from Fuerteventura is the goat cheese, because in Fuerteventura we always say that there are more goats than people, and actually it's right. We have a lot of goats there. So our cheese has earned a lot of awards and is one of the best cheeses of the world. In Fuerteventura, there are a lot of places where you can go and taste the different kinds of cheese, and it's really, really good. If you like cheese, you will love this kind of cheese. Well, Fuerteventura is the perfect place for practice aquatic sports because of the color of the sea and the conditions of the weather. You can practice windsurf, kite surf, diving. So we have everything there. So thank you very much for your attention, and I hope to see you soon in Fuerteventura. Everything you need, you can write me on my email. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Lara. That was a really fun-packed presentation, short and sweet, straight to the point, but some really good facts in there and information that obviously the agents can take away. We do have some questions on the chat box. I'm not sure if you can see that, but Michael's asking, what's the better resort to stay at? Would it be Caleta de Fusto or 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃?
It depends, because a lot of British people usually choose to go to Caleta de Fuste, but I really prefer Corralejo because there are like more activities, shops, things to do. You can practice a lot of water sports there. You can travel to Isla de Lobos. You can travel to Lanzarote too, because it's only like 25 minutes by boat. So it's like you have more things located there. Caleta de Fuste is really nice too because it's close to the airport. So if you don't want to rent a car, maybe it's a good place to stay.
Okay,
because
fantastic.
You have a lot of things there too.
Second question, can you see that there? But what are the best beaches on the island?
Well, for me, Sotavento, in Costa Calma, Morrojable, La Dunas, Corralejo Dunes. This is amazing. And I really like El Cotillo, the lakes in El Cotillo.
Brilliant. And then we've got a couple of questions around what would the average temperatures be in winter, Christmas, New Year time?
Well, nowadays the weather is really crazy because this winter we have like summer temperatures.
Wow.
But always in Fuerteventura, we have in winter maybe like 23, 24 degrees, more or less. The whole year is like, we don't have a really hot summer and we don't have a really cold winter. It's very similar.
Average, yeah, brilliant. Is it easy to get around if you don't hire a car?
There are buses, but I always recommend to rent a car because drive in Fuerteventura is really easy. The roads are really easy. There is not much traffic, so it's easier moving by car.
Someone's asked, can they have a copy of the presentation?
Yes, of course.
Okay, they will share that with us, William, and then we'll send it out to all of you guys who are registered on this. Someone's asking, what part of the island was the lagoon based?
It's in Costa Calma.
Okay, brilliant. And then Janice also asked, how long is it to drive from the north to the south of the island?
Well, you can drive from Corralejo, that is in the north, to Morrojable, that is the last town. I don't know, maybe 2 hours and a half, more or less. And then from Morrojable to Cofete, there is not like a real road. So it's like maybe 45 minutes just from this part to this part.
Oh, okay, because it's rocky and terrainous and things like that.
Yes.
Well, fantastic. And then someone's just asked, do you actually have any favorite hotels on the island?
Yes, I do. I really like 𝗬cie hotels, the one that is actually inside of the lagoon.
Oh, yeah, okay.
This is really beautiful. Actually, all of the hotels in that coast, from Costa Calma to 𝗬liche𝗂𝗃𝗹, they are all really nice because they have really good views to the sea. Even the room that they give you, you are going to see the sea there.
Mm-hmm.
And they have their own access to the beach. So it's really good. I really like all of them. But my
Yeah.
favorite is 𝗬cie. Yeah.
Any other questions, guys? Just obviously use the chat box. The engagement's been really good today. Obviously, you had 2 days to think about questions because this is meant to be on Wednesday. But from us, I think, I think it's been a really great insight into the island and what it can offer clients, because obviously there's so much to do, and every picture makes you feel like you're in a different part of the world. Like you mentioned, we're not in the Caribbean, but it feels like it when you're at the lagoon. Then obviously the rocks and the mountains and the volcanoes. I think, there's so many aspects where multi-generationals can go there, couples or families or young families, and there's something to do. And I think, the food is a massive element for anybody's holiday. And I think, some of the local delicacies that you can try. I've been to some of the other Canary Islands, and it's really fascinating how they mixed, fish with banana, for example, and things like this. And it's incredible. So I'm sure the agents are on the same page when it comes to, obviously, it's an island that can offer their clients everything they want. So yeah, we've got a lot of love coming through on the presentation. If there's any other questions, guys, is there a wildlife park? Sorry.
Yeah. The wildlife park, yes. Oasis Wildlife is in La Lajita.
Yeah,
It's a
there you
zoo.
are. Yeah, just keep shooting the questions across if you've got anything, guys. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to, is the water park open all year round?
Um, I'm not sure. I think sometimes they close the park, but I think last year they had it open because of the good weather during the winter.
Sorry, we've missed a question. Any preferred properties for families in Caleta de Fusto?
If you are looking for a hotel, my favorite one is Barcelona. But if you are looking for an apartment, I think there are a lot that are really nice next to the golf camps, and they have all their own swimming pools. So these two.
Anything else, guys? Right, I think that's it for questions. Obviously, if there's anything that comes through. Oh, there we are. Another one. Is 7 days enough to experience the island?
Yes. Yes, because the island has many things to do and to visit. I always like to explain much things, not only that we have amazing beaches there, because this is of course, but if you want to go hiking or go to the museums and explore different parts, you will need really long time, because the island is really long and the things are really far, even they look that they are like together. So maybe yes, around 5 days is good to go.
Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. Right. The time has come for the 3 questions, 3 prizes. Obviously, once you answer a question correctly, then you're blocked out for the following answers. So just bear in mind for that. So for the first £25 Love to Shop voucher, who can tell me what is the most important food of Fuerteventura? All right. So Bev, you got that right. Goat's cheese is the answer. It wasn't goat, it's goat's cheese. So well done to you. We'll exchange details at the end of the presentation and get the voucher emailed across. For the second £25 Love to Shop voucher, who can tell me what was the name of the first capital of Fuerteventura? Very quick. Well done, Janice. 𝗬cie𝘂𝗁𝗃𝗃 is the right. Oops, I've just clicked on the wrong one. That is the right answer. Well done to you. And then for the grand prize, sorry, which is the 4-night stay on all-inclusive at the Club Caleta Dorada for 2 people. Who can tell me what is the name of the longest beach in Fuerteventura? Very, very quick. Everybody's got their listening ears on today. So I believe Michael was first with 𝗬cie Beach. I'm just going to verify that. Yeah. There we are. It's 3 questions, 40-odd very engaging agents, Lara. It's been a great presentation. Thank you for your time. Thank you for all the agents that obviously have waited a couple of days to get to this. It's been a really, really successful webinar. And obviously with all the winners, we'll get in touch with you at the end. We'll also send the details for Lara and the presentation to all of you guys. So thank you so much for joining us, and I'll hand over to Lara for some final words.
Well, thank you very much for your attention, and if you need something in the presentation, you can see my email, so you can write me.
Brilliant. Thanks, guys, and take it easy.
Thank you.